Witam was bardzo serdecznie w kolejnym odcinku z Hogwarts Legacy. Pamiętajcie stawić łapeczkę w górę, subika na kanale, oczywiście napisać komentarz udostępnienia swoich porad internetowych. Sub z dzwoneczkiem. Zrobiłem trochę ustawienia, pozmieniam, żeby trochę była lepsza grafika. Delikatnie i...
Revelio.
O. I pięknie. Co mamy? Okej. Walka, misje, exploring, strony przewodnicze, pokój życzeń. Okej. Okej. Ale tu się cofamy.
Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Lumos.
O, teraz tam jest. Okej. Coś się pewnie na tych lekcjach odblokujemy sobie. No. A nie wiem, czemu tak prawy ten. Ciężko. Czekajcie widzowie. Nie, chciałbym options. Nie to. Nie pierdolcie, że mogę ustawienia.
Good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
No to ty. Okej. Będzie animacja tego, czy tak średnio?
And here we are.
A, przytomanie,
Quite the
trochę było.
time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Było trochę lepiej, jakbyśmy to mieli, co ja?
Revelio.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now.
No nie mam pojęcia. O, witam.
Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in
Oh.
peace. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself.
Dobrze,
Might I
idź.
rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Knew it.
Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned.
Dobrze.
And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Okej, ale teraz...
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies.
Dobra.
Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
No dobra.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Dobrze, mam zajmij? Nie. Okej. Czy mam tu się dostać, tak? Tu jestem.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be
Dobra.
incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend.
O, czyli będzie
I
nie
shall
troszkę
reach
chodzi.
out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Okej. No tylko ja bym chciał już ten... Właśnie to mieć różdżkę sobie. Ale się przejdziemy po tym Hogwardzie. No to bym chciał. Dobra, ale przejdźmy się po tym Hogwardzie, bo bardzo, bardzo... Kurde, ale to jest ładne. Takie zagadki, kurde, są. O kurde.
Lumos.
To będziemy, jak będziemy mieli Alhomora umieli. Kurwa, Hogwarts. Mamy tutaj, ale ja wolę pochodzić sobie, bo... O! Klauna mają. Kurde, bardzo ładnie. O! Coś tu mamy, coś tu mamy, coś tu mamy.
Revelio.
Pięknie. O, strony przewodnika, obraz ten przedstawia, że te młodej czarodziejki, który jest właściwie przed rzucającym się... O, okej. Spoko. Mam dużo skrzyni, widzę. O. Ale to będziemy mieć Alhomora, co ja? Nie mamy tu nic więcej, ale kurde, taki jest ładny ten Hogwarts, jest. O. Kurde, tak mi się podoba. Ale też chyba nie trzeba Alhomora o ten otwierać. Taki ten Hogwarts jest piękny. To nawet jak w każdej innej grze ja bym chciał się teleportować, to w tej grze ja nie chcę się teleportować. Ja w tej grze chcę chodzić. O! To jest ta klasa, bardzo mi się ta klasa podobała.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I
Różka.
only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the great poacher raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it.
Jest to. Wygląda jak Brzedep, mówię ci.
You may
Mówię.
be asking yourself,
A jak wam się
how
podoba ta
me
miniaturka, bo
simply
trochę
took the
bardzo się starałem nad
largest
nią. Ona będzie na każdym tym, żeby wiadomo było co, tylko będzie się zmieniać numerek odcinka, ale...
To the wise, age matters very little.
O, ta blondi, fajnie, to jest jeszcze
Today
tyle,
we
no.
will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso. A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No?
Hogwarts, Zivane.
One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Będziemy pióreczko podnosić. Dobra. Leviosa. Leviosa.
Levioso.
It's no Leviosa. It's Leviosa. Leviosa.
Now, let's try something a little larger.
No, oczywiście ja jako pierwszy. Najlepszy.
Let us begin with the basic cast.
Czekaj.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt. Good. Now, the basic cast. Well done.
A bo takie dobra!
Levioso.
Good. Now, the basic cast. Very good. But
It's
the
level
best way to
4.
practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel using only
O, będzie walka.
basic cast.
A ogólnie widzowie...
You may begin.
Czekajcie chwilę.
This should be easy.
Protego! Levioso!
What are you doing up there?
You're good.
How perceptive. Thank you. Protego. Complicated.
Levioso!
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it. Protego! I know.
Rather good at this, aren't you?
I know. Stupid one.
This can't be your first job.
Levioso! Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
If only all of my students do this again.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
W sensie... Rozjebane. Ogólnie mogę pożyczyć od mojego młodszego brata okulary Harry'ego Pottera. Mam różdżkę Voldemorta.
Thank you, Professor Hackett.
Więc jak będą live'y, to będę to używał. Bo bez live'ów nie robię kamerki, nie chcę mi się. Zbyt przypierdolę mi sobie. Jakbym zarabiał z tego, to jeszcze tak, ale... To darmo nie.
They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is just...
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Walka na różdżki nie jest mi obca. Nie mam doświadczenia w pojedynkach.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent.
Nie możemy mu powiedzieć o tym, co się stanęło
You
w tej
might be a perfect fit for
wyprawie.
a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested.
O to, wiesz, niby fajnie, fajnie.
Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Revelio.
Mamy... Mamy nic. No, to idziemy. O, tu mamy. Ale nie, my sobie pochodzimy. Tam mamy iść do góry? O, no mamy zejść z tego, dobra. Ja sobie pochodzę po tym Hogwarcie pięknym. Oj, piękne.
Levioso!
Ja nie mogę. Piękny jest ten Hogwart, naprawdę. Widzowie, oj kurde, tu będzie chodzone. Tu będzie chodzone po tym Hogwarcie. Tu nawet nie ma takiej najmniejszej opcji, że tutaj nie będę łaził. Coś pięknego. Zobaczcie, zobaczcie jak to wszystko pięknie wygląda. O, duchy. One przypadkiem nie były tylko w nocy? tuś. No.
Levioso.
Fajne to są. Fajne, naprawdę pięknie mi się. Bardzo mi się podobał Hogwarts. Ogólnie bardzo lubię Harry Pottera, więc Hogwarts jest bardzo, bardzo przyjemną gierką. Nie? Jeszcze wyżej? Czekaj, coś tu mam jakąś skrzynię, tak?
Revelio.
Tu mamy. O! 45 zł. I pamiętajmy, że w jakimś kibelku. Ale nie, to chyba to było w tym innym. O, tu mamy, widzicie? Widzowie? To co robił Harry, co robiła Hermiona, żeby ich nie było widać. Nie, żeby ich nie było czuć, czegoś tak, czy nie pamiętam dokładnie jak to było.
What a striking face. You'll make quite the portrait one day. I wouldn't want to be hung next to you.
Co właśnie ten eliksir. Nie, żeby zmienić żeby zmienić twarz, dokładnie. Że to mogę się wtopić w tło, nie? No. To było to.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
To są właśnie takie fajne, małe smaczki. Naprawdę fajne. Jezus, jak mi się tak podoba ta gra. Ogólnie dobrze, że mam teraz zarabiam więcej niż kiedyś.
Thank you.
Z Hogwartem?
Hello, I am Nettie. So you
Z
are the
Gryffindorem,
new
co pierdolę,
student.
Gryffindorem? Mam się?
Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5 of charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Zajebisty Max. Nie fajny jest.
It seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Wow, oczywiście my jako pierwsi. Okej. Okej, kolejne zaklęcie. Accio.
Accio.
Pięknie, kolejne przydatne.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Ale ta z Gryffindoru jest ładna, ta Afroamerykanka. Bardzo fajna. No. Szkoda, że jest w Gryffindorze. Ale też mamy ładną w Slytherinie. Jedną taką blondi. A będziemy z dziewczyną z Hogwartu, z Gryffindoru, jak my jesteśmy w Slytherinie.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Hmm?
No oczywiście jako pierwszy. Dobrze.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres. Splendid! Happens to the best of us. Now, think of this like... Very good! Excellent control there. Very good! Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up.
O, okej.
You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Bisha. Phew.
Dobra.
Accio. That's it!
Na styk.
Yes!
Zjebałem.
Brilliant! Here we go! There we go.
Teraz trzeba zrobić tak.
Accio.
Ouch! Well played.
Zwycięstwo! Że chuj z tego, że piłka spadła.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Okej.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Oh.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it.
Proszę,
This
zaczynaj.
round settles it all.
Let us see this. Phew.
Accio.
O Boże.
Don't lose your composure.
Zjebałem. O, też mi się wydaje, że zjebę.
Bisha.
2 razy na 30, dobra.
That is how it's done.
Dobra. O Boże.
Very good.
Zjebałem to.
Here we go.
Mogę trochę mocniej. Będzie miała 110, a ja mam, będzie miała 100.
Accio.
Jezus! Mogę ponownie?
Oh dear.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Dobra. No jedna wygraliśmy, raz wygraliśmy, raz przegraliśmy, no, nie ma dramatu, dobra. Zjebałem, bo 2 razy, ale cóż.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly. I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Dobra.
Well, it's been
Nie
nice
interesuje mnie
talking
to.
and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course,
Dobra.
you can use
A
Accio.
word, if you would.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
No okej. Dobra, widzowie, kurde, trzeba kończyć, bo tu widzę, że mamy 32 minuty nagrania, więc ja dziękuję za oglądanie. Pamiętajcie zostawić łapeczkę w górę, subika na kanale, napisać komentarz, udostępnienie swoich forek internetowych. Oczywiście sub z dzwoneczkiem. I lecimy po 1 000 000 subów. Walczymy na fejmie i kurde, elo. Jak będę miał walkę na fejmie, kupuję wam 30 biletów. 30 biletów kupuję dla moich widzów. A teraz dzięki za oglądanie. Siema piątka i kurwa nie.